Eric Adams was set to have a meeting with Joe Biden. He canceled on the White House, and it wasn't long after that Adams was under investigation by the DOJ for illegally accepting campaign donations from the Turkish government. You're seeing how this works. They can deny it as long as they want. Our DOJ is corrupt. They're working to imprison their biggest threat in this next election, being Donald Trump, of course, and to cover up this obvious atrocity, they're going after a few inconvenient Democrats as a big distraction. And as all these indictments go flying around between Menendez and Cuellar, remember this same DOJ verified Hunter Biden's laptop and its contents, an absolute dumpster fire of crime and corruption, crimes exactly the same as what we're seeing alleged of Henry Cuellar. And they knew all this a full year before our election and immediately went to work to protect Joe Biden, as he was the best chance to oust Donald Trump. The DOJ wanted nothing to do with the Joe Biden corruption scandal, one of the most clear-cut cases of political corruption we've ever seen, and again, so similar and so obvious and predictable. Recall IRS whistleblower Gary Shapley's testimony, claiming Assistant U.S. Attorney Leslie Wolf did not want to ask about the big guy, stating she didn't want any questions about Dad as they looked into Hunter Biden. The DOJ can make or kill any case it wants. In fact, DOJ could easily indict most members of Congress if they so desired. A perfect example is Nancy Pelosi. Could have been indicted dozens of times by now. She knows what's getting funded. She knows what's getting subsidized. She knows what's going to get crushed. She knows it all long before anyone else in Congress. She knows exactly what they're going to shove through the pipeline. Paul Pelosi sold $5 million in Alphabet options a week before Congress started discussing a major antitrust bill in big tech. Bought loads of NVIDIA before the CHIPS Act, and look where that stock has gone. Look how much stronger the Pelosi's are than the Dow. They crush it. They can't lose. It's because they cheat, and everybody knows it. And Congress is full of this kind of corruption. Look at all of these returns from some of these congressional members in both parties. The DOJ sees this. They do nothing. Everybody knows what's going on. They do nothing. It's clear-cut corruption. They'll certainly never touch Joe Biden or Nancy Pelosi. But look at what they're doing to Donald Trump. Lady Justice is blind. She's been dead for years. Dennis Prager joins me tonight, along with Seamus Bruner, who investigates government corruption. Good to see you guys. Thank you so much. I can hear my echo somewhere. Dennis, indictments for Henry Cuellar for the same, almost identical crime that we've seen with Joe Biden, and they're nowhere to be found on that. Your thoughts?
Well, I thought your monologue was so excellent. I don't have much to add except this large macro point. Even 5 years ago, but certainly 10 years ago and the rest of my life, I never thought of the U.S. government as corrupt. That there would be corrupt individuals anywhere is a given. The human condition is a flawed one. But at this point, whether it's the CDC, the NIH, the American Medical Association, universities, the DOJ, to be honest, I don't trust anything that they say. I'm not saying that everything they say is wrong. I just don't trust anything unless I can verify it. This is the contemporary American tragedy. At least half this country no longer believes in institutions in which they believed as recently as 5 or 10 years ago.